Good evening. Congratulations to you, the class of 2020. I am so incredibly honored to be your principal. I know this year did not go as planned. However, today's commencement ceremonies are still all about you, the class that has successfully navigated one of the most challenging seasons in our country for over 100 years. I am so proud of you, and I hope that you can find tonight full of joy and a time to celebrate this special time.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's my pleasure to formally introduce our school board. President Deb Norris, Richard Hendricks, Kevin Lewis, Paul Williams, Aaron Marquardt, and our superintendent, Lori Dent.
Class of 2020, to tell you we are proud of you would be an understatement. You are an incredible class of young adults, one that has grieved the losses of milestones during COVID-19, but will not be defined by it. Your response to adversity and how you choose to move forward from this moment will show the world just how incredible you really are. Go forth and do good. Congratulations to each and every one of you, the class of 2020.
Now it's my extreme pleasure to introduce our valedictorians and salutatorian. Braden Goff. Cassandra Felger. Hattie Barker. Carly DeLapp. Aaron Kittner. And our salutatorian, Emma Gibney. These are a fantastic group of people. Let's give them a hand. Thank you. I'd like to introduce our faculty speaker. The faculty speaker is voted upon by the graduating class, and they do not yet know who they've chosen. You guys have selected well. Miss Meredith Heisman, it is your podium. Our graduates want to hear from you.
Hi, everyone. First, let me say what an enormous honor it is to be speaking to you today. When Mr. Turner called me to say that I'd been selected by the class of 2020 to speak at graduation, I was so surprised and delighted. I should probably address the proverbial elephant in the room. This is not a normal graduation. I'm talking to an empty auditorium, which frankly is a little creepy. You're watching on a screen. Maybe it's live, maybe it's later, maybe it's much later. Maybe I'm in a phone screen. Maybe I'm on a huge TV and your whole family is there to celebrate you. This may not be a normal graduation, but it is your graduation. And like you, it is unique and unforgettable. When I started brainstorming what I wanted to say to you today, I found myself wondering what you needed me to say. What does the class of 2020 need to hear, I thought. On the one hand, I am sure that you have heard more than you ever wanted to from people on screens lately. On the other hand, I need to remind you and our audience today how amazingly resilient you are. You were gearing up for a spring full of adventures. Prom, field trips, competitions, concerts, the musical, art shows, athletics, senior breakfast, graduation, everything you would see in an inspiring montage in a coming-of-age film. And you were given a spring full of unknowns. You were asked to learn in ways you hadn't before. You were asked to tune in to online classes, and you were asked to stay home. Teachers talk a lot about how your generation are digital citizens, but we never meant you'd have to do everything virtually. Some of you took up jobs you hadn't had before in an effort to keep your families running smoothly, putting in hours as essential workers, taking the time to care for and tutor younger siblings, helping with work around your home, and many other varied tasks. All of this is admirable. You will be some of the most flexible, innovative thinkers because you had to drop everything, change everything, and keep moving forward when the world stopped. You know, I gotta tell you, there's not a secret class in teacher school with a unit on giving speeches online in the middle of a pandemic. But I suppose a lot of speakers give advice. You really shouldn't let the band director give advice. I'm just gonna tell you to go home and practice. All jokes aside, a piece of advice that I have come back to over and over again, especially recently, is that it is okay to change course. I'm a planner. I like to know what's going to happen, where I'm going to go, what I'm going to do, who I'm going to see, how long it will take, and so on. Many of you are this way as well. But sometimes, especially lately, I've had to accept that sometimes plans change. These might be small changes like moving game night online or hosting a Skype birthday instead of a live one, but they can also be big changes, like switching from majoring in biochemistry to majoring in computer science. My advice? Be true to yourself and your own path. Don't stay on the same course forever just because you thought it was what you wanted years ago when you made the plan. You don't have to have everything decided right this second. Have a plan? Yes, absolutely, that's wise. But it's okay to change that plan. Be authentically you. Don't try to be anyone else. Social media tells us that everyone is living their best life and being perfect and happy and successful all the time. But social media lies. Acting is fun, but it gets exhausting to act like someone you're not day after day. I think Andre DeShields said it very well. There is no one like you. There has never been anyone like you, and there will never be anyone like you. Therefore, be yourself. Since I teach an elective, I don't get to interact with as many of you as I would like to. I'd like to give you a pep talk, though, like the ones I give to the marching band before they go and take their show out on the field for competition. Each of you has a superpower. For the band kids, it's reading dots on a paper, blowing air into a tube, or hitting something with sticks, and somehow making music that creates emotions and tells stories for listeners. Sidebar, do you ever think about how weird that is? Reading a secret language and manipulating a strange device to make weird sounds on purpose? Never mind, that's a speech for another time. Other superpowers that I know the class of 2020 has. Pushing themselves to run just one more lap while training. Applying colors to a canvas in ways that create a sense of movement, life, and light. Studying late at night, just to be sure that that one thing in physics makes sense. Building a birdhouse, baking a cake, comforting a sibling. All of these are superpowers in their own ways. All of these can make the world a better place. How we do small things is how we do large things. The small superpowers you possess can lead to big changes for you and for others. You have worked hard for this day, and now is your chance to go out onto the field, or in this case, into the world, and make a difference. We often say, leave it all on the field, which means put all of your learning and hard work into practice and don't hold back. You want to walk off the field knowing that you gave it your all. Class of 2020, I know I speak for the rest of the staff at Bonney Lake High School when I say we are so proud of you and we're so excited to see what you accomplish next. Be brave, I believe in you, have a good show. It is my pleasure to introduce graduate Sydney McClinton to sing Stand By Me by Ben E. King.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me.
Hello to the class of 2020, and to the family, friends, faculty, and staff that are tuning in from your homes everywhere. As I started to write this speech, I began with watching videos of other graduations, and the more videos I watched, the clearer it became that frankly, none of them were going to help me very much. As heartfelt and funny as all of them were, they were all in person. They stood there in front of their class, talking about their accomplishments and how all of them had dreamt of that day, and there they were. I knew, as I started to figure out what to say to you all, that I wasn't going to be with you while I was talking. And although that made me a lot less nervous, it was yet another reminder of the situation we are in right now. So, as I stand here today, talking into a camera instead of face-to-face with all of you, I think we all realized in the last few months some things in our lives that have become a little more difficult. Obviously, it is much easier to communicate with others and make connections when we aren't talking through a computer screen or a face mask. Apparently, it's much easier to find toilet paper when you aren't in the middle of a global pandemic. Now, these lessons are some I never would have expected to learn, yet we've all experienced plenty of challenges throughout our time at BLHS that have certainly tested our resilience. First off, it is easy listening to Miss Rude's killer workout playlist, but it's harder to listen to the pacer recording for what feels like the millionth time. It is easy to witness Mr. Gatos tell a story from when he was in the military. It is harder to convince him to realize that the Packers' last Super Bowl win was almost 10 years ago. It is easy to see G. Anderson, or what used to be Q, patrolling the parking lots every morning, although it's harder to avoid getting run into or run over in the junior parking lot every afternoon. It's easy finding your favorite fish in the marine biology tanks, but as we learned this year, it's hard to manage getting a puffer fish back into the tank after it falls onto the floor. It is easy to hear Wojo talk about how much she hearts her humans, but actually knowing how to spell Wojohoits is where it gets hard. Sorry, but 10 months later, and I still have no idea. It's easy to see the obsession Mr. Johnson and Mr. Hyland have with WSU, But it's hard seeing them come back from Apple Cup weekend year after year with yet another loss. It's easy to miss having Hogue as a regular substitute, but it's hard accepting the fact that he and John Legend really aren't related. Finally, it is easy to look at our losses over the past few months as just that, losses. Events canceled, experiences missed, hopes unfulfilled, and promises of amazing memories we thought were guaranteed destroyed within weeks. It is easy to look back and think of how disappointing our senior year was, but what may seem more difficult is so much more rewarding. Instead of wishing for more time to be surrounded with friends, focus on the great bonds that we formed along the way and the friendships that have stayed strong throughout everything. It is hard to not concentrate on the events we may have missed, but instead remember the moments we had with our clubs, teams, and in our classes that we'll smile back on for years to come. While we wish we could get in-person help with our assignments, thank our teachers and staff for trying their hardest and making us feel like we mattered even as the world seemed to be falling apart. It may be harder to be proud of yourself while simply watching a screen and sitting at home, and to actually feel like a graduate when you haven't stepped foot in a classroom in over 2 months. It is harder to look forward to what's next and be excited for the future, but we should be. If this year has taught us anything, it's not how to use Zoom or how many TikToks you can make in one day. It's that our class has overcome incredible obstacles in order to get us where we are right now. One chapter does not define the entire story. There will be more gatherings to share with loved ones, amazing experiences and adventures to enjoy with friends, and moments that will turn into lifelong memories. It may be easy to dwell on our senior year of high school getting cut a little short, but that isn't going to stop us from going out and experiencing the world. Our 4 years at Bonney Lake will not be defined by our grades, where we sat at lunch, our Instagram likes, or the senior festivities we missed. Instead, we will be remembered for the relationships we formed, the connections made, and the lives we changed. Sure, we may all be sitting on our couches wearing sweats at this very moment, but over these last few months, we have overcome more disappointments and difficulties than any other class in who knows how long. And still, we made it. We did it. We're here. It may be easy to feel bad for the class of 2020, to call us victims or be angry at the world, but the adversity we have experienced will ultimately show us how strong we are, not only as a graduating class, but also as ambitious individuals ready to make their mark on the world. So, to my fellow graduates, I wish we could have had more time together and said our final goodbyes as we had hoped. But in a few moments, when we turn our tassels and leave Bonney Lake High School to embark on our own unique journeys, I challenge you all to show the world that hard isn't in our vocabulary. Thank you. And now, the Bonney Lake High School Chamber Choir will perform Omnia Soul, Let Your Heart Be Stead by Z. Randall Stroop.
Somewhere far from nowhere, I grew both strong and tall, longing to become, but knowing not the path at all.
What the footprints of the winter melted to fields of spring. One last embrace before I cross the threshold. To life we sing. Oh, stay your soul and leave my heart its song
courage be all that passion veils it.
Wisdom and truth will guide your deep heart's yearning through earth's rapid.
Stay your soul and leave my heart in song. Oh, stay your hand, the journey may be long. And when we part and sorrow can't be swayed, remember when and let your heart be stayed. On your soul temperate, absent in
Oh, stay your soul and leave my heart its song. Oh, stay your hand, the journey may be long. And when we part, and sorrow can't be swayed, remember and let your heart be
I want to invite our second student speaker, Calissa Hessler, to the stage.
Thank you, Mr. Turner. Hello. Well, we made it. This isn't exactly how many of us probably envisioned our senior year and graduation day, but we are making the most of it. That's kind of what we do. We turn hardships into opportunities. We turn lemons into lemonade. As we all turn on our computer screens to watch our ceremony here today, some may think that we had a crappy senior year, but in reality, we had a straight-up infectious year due to COVID. But we are making history. There's no doubt it's been an extremely difficult few months. This is a scary and uncertain time for the entire world. But think about the positive. We are developing new ways to use technology, new ways to virtually help one another, as well as people are starting to care more about the environment and the negative effects we have on our planet. The world population has come together, and our generation needs to keep this momentum going. Even though we cannot gather here today and see each and every one of your beautiful smiles, we get to have a recorded video of our graduation for many years to come that we get to show to our children and our grandchildren to prove to them that anything is possible. We are the only senior class in recent history that has something like this that differentiates us from the rest. Whew, it's been tough, right? Now, I want you to smile. Realize that you made it. We made it. At some point in our lives, we have all faced hardships. We all know anger. It feels like our blood is boiling inside us. But what high school has taught us is to control that anger, such as when Miss G dress codes us, or we get called to the office for being late to class because we had to stop for our morning coffee. We all know what crying feels like, tiny fists punching at the back of our eyes. All the difficult days we have faced through the past 4 years of our lives. We have been through so much, and we are here today healthy and alive. Our senior year is ending much differently than we expected. Throughout our years together, we have become the strongest senior class to stand. We know what it is like to maneuver around to get back on the right path, even when it doesn't feel the same. We also know what it is like to smile, like the times we wait till 7 o'clock on a Friday night, sending eager text messages to our friends, waiting to be picked up to head down to the football field to watch our boys play the game of their life, as we scream in joy for them to keep pushing, to keep fighting, and never give up until the final whistle is blown. We have built the strongest bonds with each other and have taken the time to learn each other's deepest, darkest secrets. We know hope, praying our senior year wouldn't be ruined, as well as the battles that feel as if they will never end. But we surround ourselves with positivity and push through, hoping for a positive outcome. And finally, we know hope, us in this very moment, waiting to turn our tassels saying we did it. Today may be the most exciting, yet most terrifying day many of us are facing. Our beautiful families here today to support us. Some excited because you're the first to graduate, some uneasy because you're the last, and others just relieved we crossed the finish line. We have not made it easy on our parents. That's why I want to take a second to thank everyone here today that has spent the last 18 years of our lives shaping us into the most successful, driven, beautiful individuals we are today. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Someone once told me that support is beautiful and there is nothing that compares. So I want to tell everyone in this room that when you're walking in the dark, make sure the darkness doesn't follow you. It's a long way down, but what we don't realize is we are all a lot closer to the top than we are to the bottom. Throughout our lives, we have felt like we have hit rock bottom and are alone and confused by our decisions. But there's a trampoline at the bottom. You will always bounce back if you give yourself the ability and to trust in the process. We need self-love, which starts with understanding ourselves, our decisions, our wants and needs. Love is figuring out all the kind of sweetness you deserve. You are all worth so much, don't ever feel guilty to start again. Today, we are starting a new chapter, separating off to pursue personal greatnesses. And at the end of the day, I will always be here for every one of you, even if it's just a computer screen away. At some point in our lives, there will be a spark, a light, a realization, something that pushes us forward to dream big and persevere until we capture those dreams. It is a great honor to call us the class of 2020. We are the class that has determination, resilience, and positivity in the face of adversity. It is our turn to step up and make the change in today's society and leave our mark on this beautiful world. Thank you. Please welcome amazing Charlotte Dyers. She is performing I Lived by One Republic.
Now when the sun goes down
Hello, graduates, friends, family, and staff. Today is all about celebration. We're celebrating the hard work and perseverance of these graduates. This group of seniors truly is special. The power, drive, and grit of this graduating class has been inspiring to watch develop and well worth celebrating today. As one of the counselors at Bonney Lake High School, I'm honored to be a part of this celebration and to be able to take a moment to recognize some of these accomplishments in a few specific areas. You'll now begin to see these honors presented to you. To start things off, I would like to acknowledge those students who have taken steps necessary to enlist and serve our country in any branch of the armed forces. We honor you for your commitment and courage to serve our country. Please join me in honoring these students. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge those graduates who have been recognized as an AP Scholar. Look at this list. All of these students have participated in our advanced placement program and are being recognized for successfully completing 5 or more advanced placement, which are college-level courses, throughout their high school career. Please join me in honoring these students. The next honor I would like to recognize are our AP Capstone Diploma candidates. These students have successfully completed a series of 6 AP courses, and upon scoring at college level on all of these exams, may be awarded the AP Capstone Diploma by the College Board. This is one of the most rigorous college prep course loads a student can take while in high school. Please join me in honoring these students for their hard work and perseverance. I would now like to recognize those seniors who participated in the Running Start program, who are earning their associate's degree. Each year, we recognize those graduates who have participated in the Running Start program, who, in addition to earning their diploma tonight, are also on track to earn their 2-year associate's degree by the end of this summer term. Please join me in honoring these students. Now, I would like to recognize all of those students who are wearing their CTE completer cord. While we have more than 180 seniors who have received industry-recognized certification in at least one career and technical education course, these students demonstrated a depth of knowledge within a career pathway by completing at least 2 CTE credits within a single program area and earned an industry-recognized certificate relevant to a career pathway, as well as meeting additional industry-ready requirements. These students are identified by their green, teal, and purple honor cords. Please join me in honoring these students. Finally, we have a cross-section of students who have not only spent their time on hours of homework, but have also been rewarded for completing all those scholarship applications. In your program, you will see an asterisk next to all students who have, as of May 20th, reported a scholarship award to us. It should be noted that as of today, May 20th, these students have been awarded a total of $1,415,000 in combined scholarship offers from a variety of sources, both local and national. Let's take a moment to honor not only these students, but all of our graduates this evening for their hard work over the past 4 years. Thank you so much, and good luck.
Theodore S. Griesel was born on March 2nd, 1904. He was an American writer, poet, and cartoonist, most widely known for his children's books. He wrote more than 60 books that were not only creative, magical, and fun to read, but tended to tackle serious issues and point kids and adults alike in the right direction. You know him by his pen name, Dr. Seuss. I'm going to tell you something about Dr. Seuss that you may not know, something he has in common with you and Bonney Lake High School. He believed in our values for success: power, perseverance, ownership, work ethic, engagement, and respect. How do I know? Let's look at the messages he sent through 5 quotes from his books from 1940 through 1990. Quote 1 from the book, Oh, the Places You'll Go, written in 1990. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You all will face adversity. You've experienced it this school year. Problems and setbacks will happen. What you do in these moments define your character. Persevere and keep going. Even if it's 2 steps forward and 1 step back, you're still moving forward. In I Can Read With My Eyes Shut, written in 1978. There are so many things you can learn about, but you'll miss the best things if you keep your eyes shut. If you keep your eyes open, though, oh, the stuff you will learn. This is a wonderful way of saying that we can get stuck in our own particular view, so much so that we miss opportunities and shut doors. Make sure to open your eyes, look at different perspectives, seek to understand, and see things with a glass half full perspective. Take ownership in how you see the world. You'll see more of whatever it is you look for and see the good. Quote 3 comes from If I Ran the Zoo from 1950. If you want to catch beasts you don't see every day, you have to go places quite out of the way. You have to go places no others can get to. You have to get cold. You have to get wet too. And from The Cat in the Hat in 1957. Everything stinks till it's finished. These 2 quotes point out that most everything can be difficult and a challenge to complete. Most things in life are a bit exciting at first, but then they quickly wane. You run into barriers and challenges, and they become a dreadful drag. This is when you need to level up, where your work ethic comes into play. Without it, you're left with nothing. This next quote comes from the Lorax, written in 1971. It's one of my favorites. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. This is a clever, motivating rhyme. Things get done in the world by people who care, who try, and who give their best to what they're doing. It's easy to say, I wish someone would. It's much harder to say, I will. You need to be that person to say, I will. Engage in making the world a better place to be. My 5th quote comes from Horton Hatches the Egg, written in 1940. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. An elephant's faithful 100%. For me, this is all about respect, for yourself and for others. Be true to yourself, your dreams, and follow through with your commitments and promises. Words matter. They can help, hurt, create trust, or break it. Your word is your bond. So make sure you think before you speak, and of course, pause before you post. I want to share 2 additional quotes that express truly valuable messages. My first one comes from The Sneetches and Other Stories from 1961. I'm quite happy to say that Sneetches got really quite smart that day. The day they decided that Sneetches are Sneetches and no kind of Sneetch is best on the beaches. It is essential that we always remember that everyone deserves the same respect and to be treated with love and compassion. No matter how they look, their race, their religion, their sexual orientation, diversity is what makes us strong, and coming together is part of our humanity. Instead of pointing the finger, extend the other 4 and help them up or shake their hand. Don't give up. I believe in you all. A person's a person, no matter how small. The last quote I want to comment on comes from the same book I started with, Oh, the Places You'll Go, in 1990. Will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Of course, there are no 100% guarantees in life, but when you have a positive mindset, believe in yourself and your capabilities, you have a pretty good shot at getting it right. Success begins in your mind. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. As you can see, for the last 50 years, Dr. Seuss has been teaching the same values for success that you've learned over the last 4 here at Bonney Lake High School. I hope that through his words, you can see the power of living them and how important they are in fulfilling your dreams. I want to leave you with a message that the quality of your life is in direct relation to your values, and how you live them out. In closing, using only Dr. Seuss's words, it's not about what is, it's about what it can become. Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Be kind, be true, just be you. Think left and think right, and think low and think high. Oh, the thinks you can think up only if you try. Whether you color the world or light it up blue, you're making a difference, so keep being you. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Congratulations, class of 2020. At this time, it's my pleasure to certify the class of 2020. Superintendent Dent, members of our school board, these amazing young men and women have met all the graduation requirements of the Sumner School District and the state of Washington. They are hereby certified for graduation.
Thank you, Mr. Turner. Members of the board, I am pleased to confirm that the class of 2020 has met the credit and graduation requirements of the state of Washington, as well as the Sumner Bonney Lake School Board. It is my pleasure to formally accept the Bonney Lake High School 2020 graduating class. I am extremely proud of this graduating class and know you have a bright future ahead of you. Congratulations.
This evening, our graduates will have the privilege to be the first class ever to receive their diplomas on our campus, here at our new Bonney Lake High School Performing Arts Center. Announcing the graduates will be our counselors, Eric Crinklaw, Daisha Berry, Todd Hurd, and Kelly Spear.
Hattie Bell Barker. Cassandra Lynn Felger. Carly Grace DeLapp. Aaron Reese Kintner. Emma Rose Gibbony. Grace Marianne Brown. Cheyenne Collier. Elena May Briner. Annika Marie Leaders. Erin Toyaso Oliva. Andrew James Romano. Elijah Wallace. Nathan Marquardt. Braden Garn Goff.
Anthony Jean Aranda. Kathleen Marie Adams. Logan Scott Adams. Benjamin Daniel Anaker. Isai Adami. Emma Kathleen Bennett. Caroline Catherine Baker. Madison Berg. Dane Michael Anderson. Jacob Andrew Ayala. Kyle Ian Alicto.
Marissa Ray Berry. Jeffrey Charles Byer. Olivia Lucille Behringer. Jenna Elizabeth Blake. Danielle Marie Boland. Alexis Erica Bradford. Shania Sherry Monet Bonds. Riley Naomi Adele Bray.
Robert Brooks. Alexander Michael Brooks. Robin Roback. Skyland Rose Calhoun. Jacob Allen Brock. Courtney Nicole Buckner. Alexis Brooks. Trevor Matthew Brown.
Jalen Marie Clark. Jalen Marie Clay. Serena Hitomi Makani Olu O Aloha Chan. Madison Lee Covey. Travis Michael Ray Buckley. Logan Clement. Ashley Lynn Shannon. Darian Lynn Coffin. Kaylee June Coatney. Katie Hope Collier. Kylie Madison Danger. Shanika Rose Davis. Pierce William Curtis. Dylan Miles Crookshank. Hannah Joy Davis. Elijah Ross Davidson. Nicole Sandra Cunningham. Tanner John Davidson. Charlotte Marie Deers. Cameron Patrick Devaney. Kendall Nicole DiLoretto. Sage Earl Craig. Ashlyn DeMayo. Brian Jacob Devine. Kayla Michelle Demel. Paul Demery. Lily Ann Duff. J.D. DeVore. Nancy Demerson.
Paige Marie Eldridge. Rachel Ann French. Austin Ray Flood. Connor Ellsworth. Wesley Joseph Feuerstein. Isaac Eugene Edlin. Nate Dunn. Nathan John French. Cody Ashton Fagnant. Logan James Englehart. Zoe Marie Gibson. Riley Matthew Michael Fry. Maria Garces Hidalgo. Derek Aaron Garrett. Jason Odell Gaines. Savannah Caitlin George. Hope Elizabeth Gilbreth. Nolan Gaines. Rosa Delia Garcia. Dustin Alexander Geigel. Blake Jacob Herfaro. Madison Janine Glass. Miranda Gonzalez. Lindsay Beth Taylor. Fiona Karen Gross. Brandon Matthew Goucher. Noah Griffin. Colton Graham. Paul McDonald Graham. Nolan Christopher Goodell. Tara Jo Lynn, known as TJ, Gudge. Joex Jean Hinsrud Baines. Sarah Ann Hall. Calissa Elizabeth Hessler. Micah Tanner Hinsrud Baines. Kelly Isaiah Hickson. Elliot James Gustafson. Devin Michael Haig. Savannah Marie Hauge. Olivia Ray Heel. Brett Wrigley Gummison. Tatum Riley Jeanette Huffines. Haley Nicole Holovach. Holly Elizabeth Hoffner. Sarah Elizabeth Hostetler. Nathaniel Robert Huey. Anna Janae Hook. Drew Jason Hollenbeck. Anthony Michael Taylor. Annabelle Renee Cole. Sydney Renee Johnson. Hunter Jordan Holsing. Cameron Bertrand Johnson. Jacob Leota Huko. Alexis Catherine Hutzel. Shelby Peyton Kansky. Peyton Elizabeth Kent. Emerald Maxine Kanopik. Joshua Douglas Conup. Maximus Connor Krusner. Madison Blake Kinney. Janelle Mara Kurtz. Luca Richardson. William Theodore Corcus. Max Richard Lee. Caleb Kearns. Sydney Catherine Taylor.
Emma King. Alexis Lofink. Corbin Richard Lewis. Lily Faith Lira. Lillian Loyacano. Annie Leishman. Lindsay Marie Lewis. Gavin Owen Ludlow. Brianna Gabriela Leos. Riley Austin Ludlow. Alexis Marie Lees. Mitchell Emmett Lee.
John Matthew Martinson. Anastasia Maslinikova. Mackenzie Larissa Marie MacDonald. Janelle Nicole Maloney. Jolene Renee Maloney. Isaiah Link Mom. Miranda Elizabeth Maldonado. Justice Ariel Mason Gray. Haley Marie Mays. Ivy McNeese.
Sydney McClinton. Matthew Lee Morley. Thomas Royden Mendenhall. Adrian Joel Morales. Ryan Lee Olson. Chase Lawrence Miller. Clayton Tyler Ness. Alana Marie Nelson. Nathan Morales. Robert Michael Mullen.
Ryan Andrew Papa. Antika Martin Collin. Carly Marie Peak. Matthew Kevin Palmer. Emily Reese Perkins. Brennan Ivan Ostrom. James William Orr. Daniel Arkanov. Becky James O'Reilly. Kaylee Diane Carr.
Eric John Randolph. Amelia Richard. Felix Zeke Reveille. Carson Rayner. Elizabeth Rose Racine. Kiara Chanel Hinata. Noah Daniel Ray. Alex Matthew Paulin. Colt Kincaid Reish. Stephen Lee Randolph.
Autumn Magil Murray Rizzo. Brett Joseph Roper. Ali Nevea Rishide. Ethan Windland Richter. Gideon Alexander Roberts. Isabel Christina Rivera. Ross. Holly Marie Ross. Alexander James Rockwell. Bodie Michael Rothenberger.
Peyton Victor Rupp. John David Sawyer. Mahala Nicole Seymour. Gabriella Olivia Salinas. Jordan Ashley Schaff. Max David Schneider. Jackson Clark Seaton. Colin Chandler Russell. Annalise Genesis Sandoval. Serena Marie Schlichting.
Jessica Brianne Smith. Tanner Joseph Sparks. Christopher Justin Silva. Connor Jace Shoemaker. Evan James Salinpa. Dallas Antonio Smith.
Luke Matthew Tangen. Martin Eugene Silkowski. Kaylee Stratton. Megan Faith Spicer. Caitlin Ann Taylor. Dayton Anthony Strode.
Leah Kathleen Van Zandt. Aiden Cole Stevens. Marcus Albert Trent. Lane James Keith. Gwyneth Emily Van Geistel. Samuel Lee Tays. Maylee Thornton. Gavin Michael Threlfall. Samuel Russell Ulmer. Caitlin Evelyn Elizabeth Thomas.
Cameron David Vasquez. Kai Wanjongkum. Adriana Rose Weber. Caitlin Mary Tulene. Matthew Robert Wilhite. Anthony Eric Villalores. Jason Christopher Williams. Emily Marie Bolger. Kyle Arthur Welton. Marissa May Whitley.
Bailey Dakota Workman. Jacob Thomas Woodward. Amelia Noel Zahn. Amani Zimmerman. Gabrielle Marie Yanusovic. Isaiah Alexander Wolf. Logan Alexander Williams. Kylie Ann Wood.
Benjamin Angelo Diaz. Caleb Waller. Aprilia Lynn Howick. Amelia Jael Ballard. Madison Dawn Berg. Simone Elizabeth Romy. Jade Sky Nicholas Seal. Nicholas Lorenzo Solis.
Rhonda Melody Summer. Evan Campos. Quentin Chanel. Conrad Isaiah Wright. Dakota Jasmine Moses.
Congratulations. We've reached the end of our formal ceremony. There is one last important step. It's our tradition for the senior class advisor to lead the tassel switch and declare the class graduated. Ms. Zender, will you please come and do the honors?
All right, the moment we've all been waiting for. Okay, so I need you all to join in on me at home. I hope you're in your cap and gown, just like I am. Go ahead and stand up. Okay, your tassel should be on the right side. Make sure it's the right side. Okay, now before we do this, when the video ends, I want you to go out to your cars and honk, 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 celebrate, make sure your neighbors and everyone knows that you just graduated. Okay, here we go. It is my honor to announce that the class of 2020 has officially graduated. You may now turn your tassel. Woohoo! Congrats!